What if I told you that you could get claims sooner and skip most of the annoying orientation trainings and classes on your first hurricane deployment? Here's what happens when you're not prepared. Hurricane Darth Vader spins up in the Gulf, strengthens to a Category 9, and makes landfall on the Florida coast, ripping everything up from Miami to Savannah. You're sitting by the phone that's not ringing while everybody else is peeling out of their driveways and heading south to make money. You watch social media light up with photos of adjusters already at the Storm Coordination Center, already getting their first assignments, already starting their claims while you're still trying to figure out which IA firms are even hiring. And here's the brutal reality. Miss this hurricane deployment because you weren't prepared, and you're looking at waiting until next May for your next real shot at storm money. That's potentially 50, 75,000, maybe even 100,000, or dare I say 200 grand sitting on the table while you wait 8 months for another storm to develop. Think about that. 8 months of eating ramen when you could have made enough money to pay off your truck and afford steak dinners 7 nights a week. All because you didn't get your paperwork sorted ahead of time. All because you waited instead of being proactive. But what if I told you that there's a simple fix? What if the second thing that you do after getting your adjuster license, not the 10th thing, but the second thing, was just one thing that would make all the difference? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that is, and on top of that, how to get all the time-wasting onboarding stuff out of the way now so that when you do get deployed, you're making money on day one instead of sitting in a hotel conference room for 3 days watching PowerPoint presentations. So here's the strategy that puts you ahead of 90% of your competition starting now. The moment, and I mean the moment, that you get your adjuster license in your home state, you need to start applications with these major firms. Don't wait for more licenses. Don't wait for more experience. Don't wait for the perfect resume. Apply with whatever you have right now, today, this week. And here's why this works. These firms, and just about every other IA firm, they add adjusters to their rosters year round. They want adjusters pre-approved and ready to deploy when storms hit. Your competition is waiting until hurricane season to apply, which means they're starting the approval process when firms are already overwhelmed with deployment logistics. All right, this is where most people completely screw themselves. They wait until they're deployed to do their State Farm certification, their Liberty Mutual Safeco trainings, or their Allstate orientation, whatever, right? They think they'll figure it out when they get there. This is a huge mistake. You've got to do this stuff now from your couch while you have time and zero pressure. Most major carriers offer online certification programs through most of these IA firms I mentioned just a minute ago, and you have to be certified before they can give you claims. Better now than later. Why does this matter? When Hurricane Alice Cooper makes landfall and you get that deployment call, your competition is going to be spending days 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 and 5 sitting in a hotel conference room going through carrier training hell while you're already out in the field scoping losses, writing estimates, and closing claims. You're making money while they're still learning which buttons to click in the claim system. Think about it. If you can start earning $350 to maybe $1,200 per claim 3 days sooner than your competition, and there are hundreds of thousands of claims available, you're looking at potentially $10,000, $15,000 more earnings just from those first few days. That's the difference between a good deployment and a great deployment. And even more important is that because your pending open claims is getting smaller, you're going to get more new claims faster while they still have them. All the bureaucratic garbage that prevents you from making money when you're actually deployed needs to happen months ahead of time. Background checks can take 2 to 4 weeks minimum. Drug tests need to be completed. I-9 verification has to happen. Banking's got to be set up for direct deposit. Company onboarding, Zoom meetings, dogs and cats, living together. Get every single piece of this administrative nightmare completed now. February, March, April, when there's no time pressure, no storm bearing down, and no deployment coordinator stressed out trying to process 2,000 adjusters at once. Once you're in their system, don't disappear into the database and hope that they remember you. Most IA firms have HR apps or portals where adjusters can update their status, but here's what most people don't understand. You still need to pick up the phone and talk to an actual human. Every time you add a license, every time you complete a certification, you finish an additional training, you're going to make 2 moves. First, update your status in their app or portal. Second, call the recruiter directly with a value-driven update. Hey, Susie, just want to let you know I completed my Texas adjuster license and finished the State Farm certification we discussed last month. I also knocked out your company new hire training modules. I'm ready to deploy immediately when needed. Are there any states you guys are needing adjusters in or any additional certifications I should be working on? Keep it short, keep it valuable, Keep it professional. You're not begging for work. You're demonstrating you're the kind of adjuster who gets things done ahead of schedule. That's exactly the mindset recruiters want on their teams when chaos hits. So when Hurricane Larry Bird is about to dunk on Galveston, you want to be the adjuster the deployment team thinks of first, not the adjuster they have to look up in their database. While other newbies are struggling with unfamiliar claim systems and trying to figure out basic procedures, you're closing claims, right? Earning money because you took the time to learn everything in advance. The difference between a six-figure season and making nothing or like 25,000 bucks isn't your experience level, your education, or even your technical skills. It's your preparation level and your willingness to be proactive when everybody else is being reactive or inactive. You'll literally be ahead of 90% of your competition before the first claim is even assigned, simply because you were smart enough to get your administrative work done when you had time to think clearly instead of when you were stressed and rushed. Is it a pain? Yes. Do you have to do all this? Yes. But I'll tell you something else, just between you and me. I think that a lot of IA firms have annoying onboarding processes to weed out the people who give up too easily. They won't say this officially, but I have my suspicions. So don't give up. So here's what you're going to do right now. Pause this video, open your browser, and start at least 3 IA firm applications before you do anything else today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not this evening. Today, right now. I'm dead serious about this. Do not watch the next video in your recommended feed. Don't click off this video to go watch your favorite gun tuber thinking that you're gonna, I'll just mess with this later, right? Start on those applications and begin this process immediately because hurricane season is heating up. Do you want to be the adjuster getting deployment calls and making money, or the one sitting by a silent phone wondering why everyone else got called first, or sitting in a bunch of orientations when everybody else is out there working? That's why I put together a free on-demand masterclass that shows you how to flip the script and take control of your own deployment odds. Join us right now at adjustertv.com/deployment. But do you want to know how much you can make as a property adjuster? Watch these videos right here. And as always, thank you so much for watching and have a great storm.